Hey, what's up guys? So I've been playing a little bit of Necropolis and I'm pretty bored already. This is probably my only build for this league, but it's a pretty cool one, I would say. It's a frostblades of Katabasis occultist, and the build is purely off the gem. It turns frostblades into like a new dot skill when you hit mobs. It puts a ground on the target and it just does a lot of dot damage. As you can see, 4k at level 21. That's crazy high base damage. And I scaled it up to level 31, which like Skin of the Lords and Dragonfang and stuff. So at level 31 it does almost 14,000 base damage, which is just pretty crazy. But it does have a lot of problems you need to fix. Firstly, it's an attack skill, so you do need to have a lot of attack speed or like a really high base speed weapon, because otherwise it just feels horrible. And you also need to hit multiple mobs, because attacking one at a time is pretty rough with the small AoE on it. So I have like extra target implicit mod, and you can also automate Ancestral Cry to get another 2 targets. So this way 4 targets get hit every time you swing, which feels pretty nice. And you also need to make sure you always hit the mob, so you need to grab like Resolute Technique or make a craft a mod on a weapon, like can't be rated or something. But after that it feels pretty nice. But one other problem is it's even though the base damage is really high, it's kind of tough to scale further. Because it's not a spell, you can't grab like spell damage or pain attunement or scale it with power charges. It just has to be like cold damage and the damage over time multiplier, which kind of limits the scaling, but you can just grab a lot more defensives and utility stuff, which is nice. So that's why I have pretty chunky ES and like pretty good armor, pretty good evasion, some suppress, so it feels pretty beefy. And oh yeah, you can also scale it with stuff like increased LE damage with attack skills, which is pretty unique, I would say. So I grabbed a bunch of that on like rings and stuff, wherever I could. And yeah, for the gear, it's just these 2 uniques to skill my gem level, and the rest of the gear is just rares with like resists, evasion, energy shield, maybe some stats. Yeah, really cheap build. I think like 15 divines in total. And yeah, I've been liking it. So let's do like I would usually do a Minotaur, but I can't be bothered to buy one, so let's do an Al-Hesnim. So the playstyle is really, really cool. You just run around and attack the air, because the auto-targeting takes care of all the mobs. I also use like a Vol Cold Snap just to grab some frenzy charges. Makes it a little bit faster. And you can see even with like the pretty crappy AoE on it, it's the coverage is pretty great with extra targets. And you can see normal map bosses, they melt pretty fast. I think it should be around 2 million single target, which is it's not that high, but for a dot skill, it's okay. But here's kind of where the struggle begins on like bigger bosses, because yeah, 2 million isn't really cutting it these days. But you know, it's okay. I'm sure you could scale it way higher too if you invest more into it. And yep, that's the build. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you maybe next league.